YouTubers, this is Brickboy Films, and today, as promised, I am going to be giving you guys a tour of the Lego cave slash studio that I have now set up inside my studio. Many of you guys know that I have recently moved, and I still am in the process of unpacking, which hopefully will be done sometime next week, so I can start getting back to productions. But as promised, let's go ahead and get the tour started. What you're looking at right now is a Lego architectural falling water is the set, and I purchased this set not really thinking that I'm going to use it in future productions necessarily, but mainly because I really like the set, so I'm sure I'm going to incorporate this particular set in future productions. Alright, some other purchases that I made. Let me zoom up or pan up. I got 4 new LED lights and lamps, and mainly because I was using halogen lamps before. I did some of my research and realized that halogen light isn't consistent and causes flicker. So now that I've switched over to these types of lamps, obviously the LED lamps have, for whatever reason, a consistent light. So my flicker has now ceased, so that's always a plus. And before you guys pick me apart on the lamps themselves, yes, I have not taped any paper to the lamps to filter out any harsh light. That will happen, of course, whenever I go to doing productions here next week, hopefully. Alright, I'm going to pan to the left here. Okay, so you're looking at a bunch of plates. I was lacking in plates, so I had to go to the Lego store and pick up a bunch of these 10 by 10s and the 14s in the gray. So for future productions I'll have enough plates to be able to use for bigger sets. Alright, what you're looking at right here with the tape is probably 4 items that every brick filmer needs. I do need to give a shout out to AdFilms97. I was using this type of tape to tape my sets down. When you do this type of tape to tape your sets down, it leaves this sticky film on your plates, and so I watched a video of his and he said to switch over to some painter's tape. So now that I've done that, I don't have any more sticky residues. So AdFilms, if you're watching, I appreciate the info. Okay, so besides the tape, you're going to definitely need to have a remote. I've learned from trial and error that if you have to press the button on the camera to take a picture, you run the risk of slightly moving the picture and causing your frame to shake. So now that I use my remote, I don't have any more shaky frames. X-Acto knife, mounting putty. I use these mainly to keep my minifigs from falling over inside my shots. Okay, and I got some props here. It looks like I've got some strobe lights. I was going to do some kind of scary video. Still will, I just don't know. Probably won't get it before Halloween. Alright, this thing right here is a clown jack-in-the-box, and it's just freaky. I'll start to play it a little bit for you, but I bought this for using for future films. Oh man, I don't want this. Okay, I don't want that thing to pop out, mainly because it scares me every time, and I use bad words when I get scared. So, okay, that right there is basically the last set that I had to dismantle for the move, and I'll probably be using some of the trees and the flowers and the grass in the new set that I want to start my new production on. So let's go ahead and take this off the tripod, and I'll take you around the room here. Alright, next to the freaky clown are some promotional minifigs that I got when I bought a lot of stuff at the Lego store. These weren't promotional, but they were just some cool little set that I wanted to get. Of course, they got the monsters. They got a bunch of these sets that I think they don't sell those anymore, or promotional. They don't give those away anymore. A couple other promotionals: the Hulk, and then the droid for May the 4th. Alright, there's my charger for the camera. Battery charger. There's some pick-a-bricks that I got. Of course, there's the Death Star, and that by far is my favorite set out of all the sets I own. Mainly because it's 3,800 pieces, but it just was a lot of fun to put together, and of course I put a stop motion build on that. Alright, got a zombie sign, don't really know why I have that. But starting from the top here are all the sets that I own. And I started purchasing these sets basically last year around Christmas, and this particular set right here is the one that kind of started it all. My girlfriend got me this set for Christmas, and from there I just started messing around with brick filming and trying to get the art of it down, and still got a lot to learn. But my second favorite set has got to be the Battle of Endor right here. These sets you can't purchase anymore, they discontinued them, but I bought two, one mainly to build and the other to keep as a collector's item. But a lot of these sets I have opened and built. The sad part is that when the move happened, I had to dismantle all the sets and then put them back in the boxes. And yes, I am pretty much a nerd when it comes to keeping the sets, and so therefore I didn't, or the boxes I should say, so that way the sets wouldn't get lost if I just put them back in the boxes. Alright, big Lego head, which is really just you shake this thing and it sorts out your Legos. I'm going to use the head itself in the future production. So, some more sets here. Alright, so inside the studio there's not a door, and I had to put a blanket, basically, oh, come on and focus. Sorry about that. I had to thumbtack the blanket through the doorway, and that's just to keep any light out. Now over here is just some more sets that you guys would recognize, and most of these sets I've used in films and productions. I like the smaller sets sometimes just because they're easy to put together and pretty easy to use in films. So next to that are the old lamps that I've used, which is the halogen lamps. Of course the paper's still taped to them. I'll still use these lamps, but I have to be careful. Like I said earlier, they cause light flicker. They're not a consistent light. Some poster board, construction paper underneath the desk or table. Of course the tripod, which if you do not have a tripod and you're doing brick films, I would suggest buying one. This one's really cheap. I think I got this at Walmart for like $10. Okay, so then the camera cases down here, and then in the corner that little toolbox looking thing is a Mindstorms that I purchased a long time ago. So that's basically it. I'm really excited about starting production up here, and I'll hopefully have a video out within, maybe 3 weeks from now. So anyways, let me know how you like the Lego cave. Let me know what you think about it by giving me any feedback underneath the description. And if you haven't already, definitely subscribe. I'm going to be doing a lot of new videos and better quality videos, especially now that I've switched to 15 frames per second. So I look forward to hearing from you, and I will talk to you guys later.